Alright guys, so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the biggest mega projects that Dubai has planned for the coming years, is working on right now. What are some of the ones that caught my eye? I'm going to go through about 4 or 5 of them in this video, starting with the new largest residential tower in the world, the Burj Binghatti. And what an interesting design this one is. 100-story residential complex that will comprise 2 and 3 bedroom residents in the Business Bay district. This is labeled as a hyper tower concept that is supposed to have infinity pools overlooking the Dubai skyline, as well as in-house chefs, bodyguards, and much more. Now, just looking at it, you can see, I found this on Wikipedia. This is the current largest residential building, which is the Princess Tower. It's supposed to beat that out very easily. Obviously, the Burj Khalifa is by far #1 in terms of tallest overall buildings, but it will slide in at #2 when it does get completed. The project broke ground on November 16, 2022, and is expected to take multiple years when it is complete. Although the actual final height has not been officially announced, it is expected to be the tallest residential building. And it's really not just the height with this building, it's the design. Really futuristic type, almost jewel. Reminds me a bit of like ornament glass type design. I can't really explain it, but it is a beautiful looking building for sure. The next project is the Meydan One mall, which is supposed to be an absolute huge luxury mall that was originally supposed to be completed in 2020. There's been a few things that have put it on hold. A lot of these developments have been put on hold due to the pandemic. Residents can enjoy a massive shopping mall with over 500 stores, 100 restaurants, and the world's largest indoor ski slope. That is kind of the big draw with this new mall that they're building. Dubai actually does have a little ski hill indoors. I think it's called Dubai Ski, but this one is expected to be much bigger and much better. And the construction on this, there are actually updated photos of the current construction process. Now, this project was paused in 2020 due to the real estate team being about $4 billion in debt. But you can just take a look at the overall design of it, and that is a massive ski slope right there. Almost looks like a giant chute or a giant, just looks like a massive tube. And the interesting thing about it is it actually goes over a little river, like in typical Dubai fashion, and then you can just see the shopping center, the interior of it. I mean, that does look beautiful. There's no denying it. You've got the beautiful water. You know, people have their opinions about Dubai. I mean, I kind of think of it 2 different ways. #1, the stuff is really cool that they build. #2, it just feels completely artificial. But the stuff is really, really crazy. And you can see kind of like the aerial look over. I believe Dubai was the first place to where they pitched a retractable roof mall, if I have that correctly. It says, imagine a shopping center that takes shopping to the next level. That is what this project promises to be. The cutting-edge shopping destination will not only feature 500 luxury retail outlets and 180 diverse dining options, but also a medical center and the world's largest indoor ski slope. Get ready to be wowed by the world's largest fountain, spanning a breathtaking 25,000 square meters. So wow, not only is this supposed to have the world's largest indoor ski slope, but also the world's largest fountain, and also 2 luxurious hotels, a towering office block, and a massive hypermarket. This is going to be one of the biggest malls in the world, but that is not all. The mall will also feature a 60 by 400 meter, this is what it was, retractable skylight that will be open during the cooler months in Dubai. I mean, I don't think that thing's going to be open very often. Dubai is extremely hot. Inviting visitors to, so that's what it is. So yes, they are having a retractable roof on their mall. Construction was originally stopped in 2020 due to a massive debt they had. They were $4 billion down. In this article, it says the pandemic caused construction to be put on hold, but that is the current status on that project. So there were photos of them. It looked like they were continuing construction. This is something that was supposed to be finished in 2020, but it got put on hold. And now you're looking at possibly, you know, maybe late 2023, 2024. A lot of these projects, their end date is very hard because what they'll do, the projects are actually so big, part of the building or part of the mall will actually open while another part is still under construction for another year. So it's very hard to actually get a gauge when these things will officially open, because with a lot of these projects, they're literally building cities. So like, obviously you can finish one part and then that part's done, and then it's going to take you another year to do another part, but you can open that one part up. So we'll have to see what ends up happening on that. But the last I saw, construction did get paused. The next one is the downtown circle. You can see the structure that is around the tallest building in the world. That is the Burj Khalifa, with a kind of loop around one giant circle. Kind of looks like something out of a movie there. The downtown circle consists of 5 levels and sits on 5 dots or pillars into the ground. The massive opening of the ring will consist of 2 main rings held together by a continuous green belt called Sky Part, which vertically connects the floors and creates interconnected 3-dimensional green urban ecosystem. Folks, I know it sounds like I'm just making up words, but I am actually reading this from somewhere. I don't even know what they're talking about. It's just a circle around a building, folks. You know, they're acting like it's some interstellar thing. But no, I mean, it really is interesting. Personally, this is something, if I, owned real estate in Dubai, this thing is absurdly ugly. I mean, it seems like it would kill the skyline. Like, sometimes it gets to the point where it's too much, and it seems like the circle is a little bit too much, from my opinion. It says the Downtown Circle project is a proposed 5-story circular structure that will encircle the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. The circular megastructure will be divided into smaller units, offering a versatile and innovative alternative to traditional high-rise. The project is also intended to be sustainable and self-sufficient. In the sky part of it, swamps, waterfalls, tropical vegetation, and various flora will also take place, which acts as a lung to the structure. The plan will also include rainwater harvesting, solar power, and a system that stores carbon in the air and filters pollutants as part of the urban ecosystem. So this is just an envisioned design, and they're putting a big emphasis on the Sky Park version of it. Also in this article, it says there have been some serious negative postings about this project possibly disrupting Dubai's skyline. So, this is just an idea. Nothing's happened on this. I don't think it will end up happening, but it is an interesting idea. Next, we have the Underwater Railway, which is a project that is poised to be completed in 2030, which will be an underwater rail system that will revolutionize travel between the United Arab Emirates and Mumbai, with a 2,000-kilometer long route that connects the two countries. It's like building a tunnel from London to southern Italy, and the railway line will serve as a vital trade network. United Arab Emirates will be primarily transporting oil, while India will be bringing back water. And then by 2030, the project is poised to grow even further and could even be used for commercial travel. So this looks more like an underwater rail system used to transport oil and water mainly. And then we do have the Abu Dhabi Airport Midfield Terminal, which will be opening in late 2023. It will be inaugurated on December 2nd. There are a ton of construction photos on this. The construction for the new terminal actually began back in 2012 and was due to be complete in 2017. However, due to a few challenges, the construction was delayed. And that's what you get with a lot of these projects happening in and around Dubai or Abu Dhabi. They constantly get delayed. They're mega projects, mainly due to funds and things like that. The completion and launch will accommodate about 11,000 passengers per hour, or about 45 million annually. And Dubai's actual own airport is considering a $33 billion mega expansion, which is known as the Dubai World Center. I saw it in an article earlier this month. The airport aims to be the world's biggest airport by 2050, capable of handling up to 255 million passengers annually. So not only do they have this happening about an hour away at Abu Dhabi, but also Dubai, who already has a multi-billion-dollar airport, looking to expand that significantly. And Dubai, I mean, everything is based on tourism. So everything's going to get spent to please tourists, and that's why so much of this money is being spent this way. $33 billion for an airport is ridiculous. I think the current biggest airport, or like the one that costs the most, is in Japan, and it costs $20 billion. Dubai's own World Center Airport, I believe, was like around $5 or $6 billion. It's like sixth in the world in terms of total cost. But looks like if they seriously go through with this $33 billion mega expansion, they will be the #1 airport in the world if that does happen, and that doesn't surprise really anyone. Their entire economy is based on tourism. And then the next one is Dubai Island, which is a $2.7 billion mega project island, which will be a luxury area featuring different outlets, a wide range of facilities, including a beach club, a business center, a sports center, sports supermarkets, nurseries, a community club, specialized clinics, and other commercial establishments, and will be home to more than 10,000 residents. So that is being designed as well, and you can actually see the photos as they're mapping it out, and as they've just recently started construction on this that will take multiple years to complete. They do this with a lot of different islands in and around the area, where they kind of turn them into different things. I know there's kind of been a few projects in and around Dubai that have gotten abandoned. They've drawn a lot of notoriety for that, but this is kind of their next try at it. And this is a $2.7 billion luxury island-like landscape. Almost looks like a wetland from some of these photos. That's the kind of vibe I get from this design overall. But you can see some of the renderings of it there. It is supposed to turn into a pretty big hub for residents. This Jubal Island is not expected to be completed for multiple years. But either way, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.